What is going on there, everyone? Welcome to Money Monday. And if you're out there and you're looking at the market, you may be thinking, what is going on? It's red. It's red on the screen. I don't understand what's going on. Things are going down. But we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about key levels, why the market stopped right where it did. You see the red line? Had that red line on the screen for the last little bit. We're going to talk about why it's been on the screen, and we're going to talk about our trades in Fastly, IDEX, PLTR. Those of you that are Patreons, the Palantir trade today was amazing. 40% return in less than 20 minutes, and it is already posted on the YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. Went ahead and posted it early because we're already out of the trade, but remember that it's sent to Patreons live, so if you're interested in following along in what I'm doing live, then go ahead and hit it. But let's take a look at the overall market, look at some key levels, and is the market gonna go down, or are we gonna kind of stay where we're at? Let's take a look and see what we think is gonna happen here. All right, if you take a look here, let's go ahead and go to this other view. You can probably see it a little bit better and take a look at that. So if you take a look at the screen here, you'll see this red line. Let me go ahead and take you out just a little bit to the 15-minute chart, because you can see that I've had this red line on here all the way back to last week on Tuesday. That was our gap up, and if you look at what happened as we were coming down today, what did we do? We hit that gap and we traded away, even though I have a little bit of a bear in me, and I did have puts that I bought on Friday, started taking some of them off because we came to this gap and we bounced away. And overall, when you come into a gap like that and you start bouncing the other way, that tends to be a little bit bullish. But I am watching this just a little bit closer here, because in the event, let's go back down to this 5-minute chart here. You'll see what happened. Now you'll see my Fibonacci retracements. Don't get overwhelmed by all the lines on the screen. We'll explain it a little bit. Kind of take a look at what's happened. But we came down to that gap, bounced away from that gap, and now we kind of hit that 50% retracement of the daily move. We came back down and made a lower high. There's another one in the camp for the bulls as we bounced off support where we should have. Bears tried again, then we made another lower high. Now we're coming back up and kind of grinding. Now the question is going to be, do we make this move up to the 61.8 retracement before we start rolling back over and heading back down? Or are we just going to continue to make this bounce back up and take back everything that we had, as we are down 26 points on the S&P 500 today? Let's take a look out. Now the next move down, if we are going to continue this move down, where is it going to start? Of course, it would start with a break of today's low. And if we start breaking today's low, going back out to that 15-minute chart, taking a look all the way back here, if we start breaking today's low, it would seem very highly probable that we would fill that gap all the way back down to like 357. Now I'm going to go ahead and put something else on the screen here. Going to take a look at the volume profile a little bit, just kind of to see where things are hanging out on the chart, to see where we might have some support. You can see now we're below this high node. The next one's all the way down here at 357. So if we do break today's low, if we do start breaking below the lows of the day for some reason, that will be my next target, all the way down at 357. I know, another 40 points lower. Yeah, everyone knows the market doesn't go down, but it might go down. Let's take a look out, scrolling out just a little bit on this volume profile. Another node on the 15-minute, on the 1 hour, we're right in that area. So significant support in this 355 to 357 level. So if we do break below today's low, which it is starting to look very unlikely that we actually will do, as we continue to make this little bounce and now this slow grind back up. let's go ahead and take that volume profile up. We're going to take a look at Fastly, PLTR, IDEX, a few of the stocks that we're in, Tesla, Solo, Frog. But if anybody out there wants to take a look at a chart, wants to take a look at a stock, go ahead and put it in there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go back. Here is, let's go take a look at our trade today in PLTR. As many of you know, I am extremely bullish, especially long-term in PLTR, but we did have this spike on Friday, then kind of a rejection. So today's weekly option trade of the week was actually a put spread in PLTR. We got in right here and we were out on this flush in less than 20 minutes. We made our profit in the trade and we were out. And of course, that trade was done live. For all the Patreons, the video of the live trade is posted as well. So taking a look here at, let's go out to the 30-minute chart. PLTR had the spike up and now we're just kind of starting to form a house, move sideways again. Not really much to see. We're not sure yet if we are going to continue to go up or if for some reason we might take this move down. But still holding my overall long-term position in PLTR. And it was nice to take a little bit of a scalp trade today on that move down. And what am I going to do with that profit? I'm going to buy me some shares of PLTR. Now let's take a look at the other one that we were looking at last week is FROG. And this one is still looking good. Look at this move up on the 30-minute chart, moving sideways, holding it. Let's take a look at the daily. Still so much room here in this chart for this one to continue to go up and away. Let's go ahead and film these candles so you guys can take a look at. You see it a little bit better on the screen. There we go. Let's get some green on your screen. Let you take a look. PLTR, it is slowing down a little, or this is FROG. We have the breakout, formed the house, made a breakout, came into this gap and was not rejected. Kind of the opposite of what the overall market is doing today. So still staying strong on the FROG as it continues to hoppy its way up. So going to be staying strong in that. Now let's take a look at, of course, the IDEX. Everybody's in this. Everybody wants to know what's happening on this. Obviously, we had the spike up and the move sideways. Looking at a 15-minute chart, just kind of holding sideways. No real key levels there. We've got these gaps on here. As long as it's holding above this $2 level, there might be some more room on the upside for IDEX. And if you haven't checked it out, the video is posted for the Ideanomics full fundamental analysis on what exactly this company does and taking a review. So we have the move up. Now we have a move sideways. Is there more room on the upside? Time will tell. I'm currently not in the stock. Let's take a look at Kodak. KODK. Because we had this spike up, this really weird spike up last week. Remember, we were talking about it on Wednesday's show. As we had this spike up, now we're kind of starting to give it back. I am not really sure what the news is or what is going on, if this is a short squeeze. But I am in this in a very small position, and as long as we stay above 680 or so, I'm going to continue to hold this and try to figure out what in the world could be going on in this stock. So what is going on in the overall market as we continue this grind up on the 4-hour chart? You see this move a little bit down. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. Now we're starting to make this move back down. Could it be another rejection of the 50% Fibonacci retracement? We will see. Let me tell you something. If we do get a move down, if you're actively trading, I am actively trading intraday on this, already have short position, and if we break this, it could be a pretty quick move. It could be a fairly significant move if we break the low of the day. So keep an eye out. Keep your eye on it. I'm watching. as I feel there is some more downside as we have those low volume nodes below us, and just kind of wanted to keep an eye on the overall market. Not sure if any of you have anything else you want to take a look at. We'll talk a little bit about the overall market and what seems to be happening as we have this rotation. And this may be the story, of course, is in Tesla. As I talked, and of course we got above the 600. Woo! We got above the 600. Everybody knew Tesla was going to break the 600. It got the 600, and what was happening? Everybody was waiting at that 600 level to go ahead and take their profit, and that seems to be what happened today. As I talked about a little bit last week, it seems like there was some overall selling into the end of last week in the broader market, but a lot of that was masked because of the huge move in Tesla, and the amount of momentum in Tesla was hiding some of the overall rotation out of some of the leaders, the Fang Man stocks, which have been our leaders for a very long time. But a lot of that was hidden because Tesla was going up. And now maybe some of this air is coming out of Tesla. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look back. It does look like it's rolling over a little bit on the 30-minute chart. 1 hour chart still looks very good. The uptrend is in track. But if Tesla starts to move over and starts to roll over, minus a significant move somewhere else in the overall market, it's going to be hard for this market to keep up. Let's take a look at the Fang Man stocks, the old Fang Man stocks. As you look, here's Facebook. This is a 1 hour chart going back, not really seeing a move in this last week, even though the overall market. So we got Facebook, Apple, Apple, AAPL. Apple kind of went sideways most of the week. We are getting a move up today in Apple, and that's probably definitely helping out the market. What about Netflix? Flat to down for the week. Facebook, Apple. Let's look at Microsoft. Same, look at all of these had the same thing. Down, sideways, down. And then, of course, you got Tesla making the move up. So a lot of this strength, I believe, this overall week has been in the overall market, has been the significant move in Tesla. Let's take a look at NIO. This is the 1 hour chart. You know, now we're below this moving average. Let's go out just a little bit further. We still got a significant uptrend in NIO. Just taking a look here, but on the 30-minute chart, this could be a rollover. We're gonna have to keep an eye on NIO. Oh boy, all these Chinese electric car companies are starting to see a little bit of a move back down. So a little bit of the wind coming out of their HYLN. Just got crushed today. Hyliion, man, just crushed. So it looks like a lot of the momentum does seem to be coming out of these stocks. Let's take a look at Upwork on our watch list as well. Been watching this. This doesn't look good. This one's rolling over too. Same thing on the 1 hour. We've got this big gap down here. Remember, I'm overall bullish on Upwork. Made a lot of money on this move. Did take almost all of my position off. Now waiting for a pullback so that I can re-enter in, but man, that stock, that chart doesn't look good at all. I'm not finding too many charts here for the short term that look really good. We are going to talk a little bit about our Fastly trade. Let's talk a little bit about this trade as it worked out almost absolutely perfect for us, for me. As remember last week, we wanted to get into Fastly a long-term position, but we didn't want to buy it as it had this spike up here near 86. So what I did is I sold the $86 put, which expired last Friday, collected a credit of 35 cents per share, $350 on a 100 lot, and our stock on Friday almost was perfect as it pegged right around $84. So we bought 100 shares. I bought 100 shares of Fastly at $86. And you might think, well, that's ridiculous. Why did you buy it at 86 when it's trading at 84? But remember, we got the $3 per share credit. So my cost basis is actually at 83 and it's at 84. So that trade has worked out really well. Remember, my stop on Fastly is 80. It has held that level and continues to move up, up, up and away. So what am I watching here into the end of the day? Obviously, I have that very big short position, which I talked about. Now we're just kind of grinding here and moving. It's not looking like we're actually going to move over. We might. It's kind of, we got these smaller candles coming in. And this is still forming the resistance, but I'm going to watch this break. As we get this break, remember, there's a lot of strong bulls in this market. Remember, everybody is positive right now, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow as we watch this trade. I will continue to watch this trade live and watch and see if we do break the lows of the day intraday here, but I'm also keeping an eye and see if those other stocks are going to give us an opportunity to get back into them. Now, you want to come back tomorrow on tomorrow's show, tomorrow's live stream. I will be doing something new that we're introducing on Tuesdays. We are going to run a scan. We are going to do the TTM scan on Tuesday. I am going to start calling it TTM Tuesday. And if you're not sure or know what a TTM squeeze is, I'm going to show you a little bit about that, as well as show you live what's triggering, what's firing on that scan. So if I don't see you guys before, we'll see you live, same time, same place tomorrow as we do TTM Tuesday.
Game over.